It's no secret that Sakamoto Days isn't exactly realistic. Every motherfucker in here is a superhuman, capable of some insane feats. But which is the craziest? Let's start from square one. I think the first really impressive feat is in the fight between Nagamo and Minimalist. Now the shit Nagamo pulled off this fight, the shapeshifting, the instant transmission bullshit he was pulling, that was obviously pretty crazy. But the most nut shit he did was in the form of this dice here. This man magic trick disappears that shit, says where did it go, and dude finds that shit in his mouth.
Look down, Nathan.
Oh shit! You just busted a nut! Oh! Yo, look.
Look again.
Where'd it go? Oh! Yo!
And again, the shapeshifting is crazy and the way he can administer on others. And there's other cool feats during this fight, but this here actually just breaks my brain. Like, how did he actually manage to do all that? This is the fight that made me a Nagamo fanboy. This bull is cold as shit. But if we're talking about coldness, no one in the whole series got it more than Takamura. This old fart easily ranks near the top in terms of feats. In his fight against Gaku, he levels the entire office floor. He slices through concrete on some Demon Slayer shit. And that's not even the craziest shit he has done, but we'll get to that later. In the flashback arc, we meet Kidaka, an Order member labeled the fastest assassin alive, and the man lives up to that title. Like, bro, he is dead ass teleporting, and at his max speed, or at least the fastest we've seen him, the man is darting around all over the place like a fucking mosquito. I really do think this arc is when Sakamoto Days gets absolutely insane in terms of power scale, because motherfuckers was not moving like this before. Like, shit was different after this point. Young Sakamoto in this arc was using regular fishing rods, I'm talking run the mill, to launch whole cars over a damn bridge and behind them. It was built different, bro, I'm telling you. But you know who's literally built different? The realest dude in the whole series, who boasts probably the greatest raw strength and endurance in the series. He punched straight through steel pipes like nothing. Sasuke used his motherfucking jaw to ricochet his bullets, and like, bro, let's slow down real quick. How the fuck does that work? He always said to have no talents, only his clear-cut dedication and work ethic. And yeah, that holds up, but bro, his jaw? You tell me part of his training regimen was to fucking chew gum? If we're talking about endurance, I mean, he took a coil gun shot to the brain from Kumanami and shrugged that shit off, plus took multiple clubs piercing him, and even that didn't immediately kill him. He won't even let go of her arms in death. But if we're talking about peak craziness, it has to be Kamahatsu and Asuke. It feels like anytime one of them takes a shot, it's landing in the top 10 feet. Their fight is easily the most unbelievable shit out of the series thus far. Kamahate shoots a dude's motorcycle, which launches bro off, and shoots another bullet into the still spinning tire, curving that bitch. And we're talking about curvature, Asuke hurls his fucking sniper in a swing motion to literally curve the bullet around an office movement. And let's not even mention how Kamahate got a perfect read on his position, whilst that same building was blocking his view, and still managing not to hit anything or anyone on the way in. Everything about this fight was absolutely absurd. Alright, let's move on to the actual craziest feats in Sakamoto Days. Firstly, Takamura, against the entire S tier lineup, pulls off a move so absurd I had to make a whole video on it. Uzuki traps his arm in the elevator door, and this man chops his shit off and reattaches that shit like Ethan Winters. The man's swordsmanship was so clean that his shit just glued back on like nothing happened. What? Dog, huh? What do you mean that shit just started working again? He fucking sliced it off. It's utterly ridiculous, and if not for this next feat in the prison, it would be undoubtedly the winner here. Because Atari has super luck, like she is a walk-in Deus Machina, breaking all the laws of probability. And this is seen in the creation of this gun. Now, creation, you ask, what the hell is that entail? Well, she grabs a bag, stuffs it with scraps of metal from watches, and shakes it. All while speaking about how the probability of life on Earth was 10 to the power of negative 40,000, which is the same as a fucking gun coming out of that bag. Let me just say that again for y'all in the back. She shook a bag of random bits of metal like she was shaking a fucking cereal box, and voila, a goddamn pistol popped out. This broke my brain the first time I read this chapter, because what are we even doing at this point? Let me just overanalyze this real quick. This means that every nut, every bolt that you can find in the gun that brings it all together perfectly slotted in place in that bag. Gunpowder must have fucking been in there, bro, because how else is this shit gonna work? It's just fucking insane, bro. And yeah, this is just my opinion. If you guys have some crazier feats, I'm curious to see what you guys think. And yeah, thank y'all for watching. See you tomorrow. Peace.